So my dog is super excited with new packages. We just gotta smell all the scents. What is all that stuff? So what I got here is kitchen, crock pot, mixing bowls, baking sheets. Well, isn't that interesting? I don't remember ordering any of this stuff. So I think what we need to do is figure out what we've really got here. Hey guys, I want to take this opportunity to do a quick voiceover and apologize for the stage setting of this video. It's going to be on a table. My lab is currently being rewired in shambles right now. I'm working on setting up some new microphone and audio equipment. So future videos will actually sound a lot better, more consistent, constant levels, and just overall better quality of video for all my viewers out there. So I hope you appreciate the time and effort I'm putting into this, but hopefully within a week I should have all the equipment wired up, the preamp, the mic. I might even do a review on the mic. If you're interested, let me know. Alright, well thanks. Back to the video. Hope you enjoy it. Yes, my favorite packing. Styrofoam. No wonder she's sniffing the hell out of this thing. Alright, let's go get another box. Just happen to have one right here. Amazon box. There we go. Let's play shovel. In fact, I want to set the phone down. I think that's good enough. Found a packet in here. Stop! Attention! Each item sold by Teletek is individually packed with care. Blah, 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 blah. If items damaged, blah, 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 call, blah, 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 blah. Okay, next sheet. Any questions about the item received? Blah, 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 blah. Okay. We'd like you as a customer keep coming back. Alright. This is an invoice. Another invoice. Calibration data. Here we go. Let's see what we got here. Looks very, very good actually. Continue pulling out my peanuts. So we have our handle. Decent shape. Very nice packing. Have something else in here too. Oh, there we go. It was a really cheap decade box. This is going to be a teardown. Aha, there was something else in here. Look at that. The bumper. The back bumper. There it is. Okay. Put all the peanuts back. Get them out of here. I don't want them. I'm a fan of Charlie Brown, but you know, these ain't my kind of peanuts. And let's go for a walk. Oh, you know, I might have needed that knife. Too late. So decent bumpers. I mean, dirty, expected for the age, not an issue. In fact, I have just a thing for these bumpers. It's called rubbing alcohol. I'll clean it up. It's an original HP stand, not the Agilent branded stand. That is really cool. Barely any signs of wear. Looks very good. I like it. Set you down again. We'll have to test how good this decade box is before we tear it down. The initial plan of purchase was to do a tear down and actually put my own resistors in there. I have some high precision military grade VJ resistors that I wanted to kind of use these for, you know, testing multimeters to see how much they're out of range and everything. But this is also not a bad feeling on the switches, actually. For a $20, I actually just kind of wanted it for the switches and the metal box, but it is also NIST certified and calibrated and tagged from Hammond. It's an Oregon company, apparently, for the L40G V2 lab, I guess, I'm guessing. Lab, but not lab, I don't know. I got some new gold contacts I can put in here. Some better banana plugs, but of course, as soon as I do that, I break the seal. I'm no longer NIST certified, but it's a decade box. Really? Don't think I need it. I never, actually, I was kind of baffled when I saw the ad for that. NIST certified decade box, calibrated. I'd have to look in there. Is there anything that they can really calibrate? I mean, Bradford, Massachusetts. Yeah, it's an old box, but I was going to use it for a completely different reason. But it makes me wonder, is there any adjustable type of resistor boxes in here to variable resistors to actually adjust and calibrate? You know, we might just do a tear down just based on that curiosity, because now I'm really curious. All right, let me cut the other one open. So here we go. It is an HP branded 34401A multimeter. Switch feels good. Terminal front and back feels good. These are actually soft rubber. I actually, just by looking at videos, I was under the impression these were like some kind of hard plastic. These are actually soft rubber buttons here. Huh. Feels good. The display has one little scratch in it, is it? Or is that me? No, just one little scratch. Really not bad at all. This thing looks very nice. We have our calibration sticker on the top here from Teletek. Calibrated November 3rd. Good till 2015. Comes with another calibration. As a matter of fact, in a year I get to send it back out again and see how much it drifts. It is currently November 10th. The reason it took longer than their original eBay post for shipping is because I requested some extra data on the calibration factor. So I actually spent a little bit more, and they had to take a little bit more time to do things. Besides that, Agilent actually performed a calibration on this as recently as October 3rd of 2005. Because the Tamper Seals are actually Agilent calibrated Tamper Seals. And of course, if he did any, see, this Tamper Seal's already been tampered with, and I didn't do it. This is brand new, guys. You watched me open it, but you can see right there. It's kind of, yeah. Looks like it's a metal film based Tamper Seal. Actually, I can actually see the metal inside there. So, I didn't do that though. Yeah, I really wanted to do a teardown on this, but because of the extra year calibration, I called them and I asked them and I said, hey, you know, because of that, what if the display goes out? I gave them a hypothetical, and I'm not going to pay somebody else to replace my display. You know, what happens then? And they said, well, I like how you can just change the power input on this thing by flipping it around. They said, well, if that happens, then, you know, if you replace it yourself, you lose the free calibration in a year and you lose your warranty, whatever it is. I think 30 days on it. If it happens within the 30 days, of course, I'm sending it back and having them fix it. Beyond that, Well, beyond that, I guess, let's take a look at the rest of the case. Beyond that, I guess, due to this extra calibration and warranty aspect, this is the only little piece I see here. It's just a little, I don't even know. That doesn't even look like it was dropped or anything. It looks like it was almost snipped in some weird way. It's just a loose piece of plastic that was snipped off. Looks like a pair of dikes took it. We'll just pull that off. Because, yeah, flapping in the wind there didn't make any sense. Let's put the bumpers on. There we have it. We are bumpered up. And we have our stand. And things are looking really good here. Now, of course, this, oh, I just covered the calibration sticker, didn't I? Well, heck, I know. I'll put a calendar alert, November, send back to California for calibration. Now, of course, this is, it's kind of cold out. We've finally hit winter, so this is going to need at least a few hours to warm up. I got some other things I need to do. Some new microphones and audio equipment I need to finish patching up in the lab so I can do better videos for you guys. And hopefully by then it will be all warmed up and I can plug this in and we can play with this. The new ProbeMaster probes I bought for it and the accessories that came with the ProbeMaster kit. The cable rack, I bought a 4-wire Kelvin. I have the Precision VJ resistors at 1000 ohm, 100,000 ohm, and I think 100 ohms. I have to go up and check. And then there's the lowest one I could find at the time for precision resistors within like a 0.005% tolerance, I think was the 100 ohm. So at a 0.1% tolerance, the lowest I could find was a 15.263 ohm resistor. So that would be our low end check. And since then, I've actually ordered a 1 ohm 0.1% VGA resistor that is not current sensing, so I can just put it in something like a box, maybe this Decade box, or a different box that maybe I'll 3D print or something and create my own little resistor checker kind of thing. But for now, I don't believe I have the power cable to go with this. I really want to turn it on and check the display, so let's go for a walk, because that would be a really nice thing to see on this right now. That being one of the things that usually burns in. Ignore the mess that's going on over there and here for that fact. Look, ProbeMasters, specifically for my new meter. I got Kelvin 4-wire clips around here somewhere. There we go. So check that. Let's get back downstairs to my coffee. Coffee does nobody any good. I mean, does body good. Or wait, is that milk? Yeah, whatever. Something. Coffee has to do something. Just not sure what. Oh yeah, it keeps you awake. No, actually it doesn't even do that anymore. Never mind. Because this is kind of a, I guess you'd call this on demand. Yeah, unexpected, on demand. I knew the shipment was coming, didn't know when. I was actually expecting it to be here when I got back home from my little trip, which I haven't taken yet. This really wasn't set up to be professional. And out of all the things I grabbed, I forgot the power cord. How do you like that? We got everything except for the power. I'll take the coffee with me this time. I'll be back. Okay, me and my coffee are back now. What does every multimeter want? Juice. Power. I actually may have to take this back bumper off. The cornered power plug here may not have been a good idea. I'm going to take the back bumper off to make that sit stable. Doesn't look like it's going to come undone on me, so we'll leave it be for right now. And the final test. we are on. Just like that. And that display looks really nice. For something that looks like it's been calibrated just a decade ago, that's set up as a 6 digit right there, so I'm missing one, so I'll have to change that. And of course I shift, there we go. Okay, so yeah, there's the 1 digit that nobody ever uses. You can see it's a little brighter. Not by much though. If I could give this 8s all across, that would be nice. Oh, actually I could, technically. Yeah, you can tell that one is definitely a little brighter. Not by much, but a little. Actually not bad for not reading the manual. 4-wire, kind of self-explanatory here. Front is sticking out. Okay. So let's back up a little bit and see if we can get both things in. There we go. I'll measure AC upstairs when I'm in a more controlled environment. I'm not gonna probe my mains right now. Well, isn't that interesting? Whoops, somebody wants in. Okay, so what I got curious about was I never noticed this before, as I almost dropped my iPad, that all the terminals are red. But I could have swore they had multicolored terminals, but then I kind of realized that those with the multicolored terminals are actually branded Agilent. So HP's original design was all red. That's a very obvious way of telling if it's an HP or Agilent branded named model. I never realized that before. So here's a picture of an HP branded. And we do have the red, black. That's why I checked the back, because I wondered if they replaced all these or something. But the back is also a solid red, and well, quite frankly, all the pictures confirm if it's an HP branded, they're solid red. There is no black banana plugs. If it's Agilent branded, you have your red and your black. HP, all red. Did not know that. And learn something new every day. Just kind of threw me off a little bit. Not what I was expecting. So we are on voltage DC. I know this is not warmed up, but at least I have an idea where this usually sits. So I'm going to go ahead and just check it, just make sure it's actually working. 2.49932. You know, this was actually originally 2.49934. Okay. This box is 2 years old, and it was originally red with an Agilent at the same temperature in my house right now. Next one's going to be 500244. 50024647. Off 750096. 750. Now I don't know if that has to do with a warm up. It may drop as it warms up. 100036. I would trust this over a 2-year-old voltage reference. 100036, and this is 37. 100037. I just realized that. 1000361. There was another digit there. I was missing one. So 361 versus 375. Not bad at all. This one is barely off too. Ending in 3.5. They said it's supposed to be ending in 3.4. Wow. Next one's supposed to end in 2.44 on the 5-volt range. 2.5, 2.49. And of course, neither one of these are heated up. As I mentioned, this is cold. This just came off the FedEx truck, so. But I just want to make sure it's reading. And even for being cold and not warmed up, the voltage reference not warmed up, this being cold and not warmed up, still pretty dead on. Definitely nice. The screen flashes faster than the buzzer can. That's a diode. I don't want diode. Okay. So what else do we have here? Where are we at? Menu on off recall DC AC back to DC voltage DC. I know what this is. Milliamp AC. Okay. And I heard the relays click. I got click. Good. I got click there. And there. And there. And there. Nice. Alright. And we got click there. Hey, everything's clicking. So on the resistance of this box, it's supposed to be 1.4277. I can tell you right now, this is not going to be right. 1.4281. Very darn close. A lot closer than I expected it. Like a lot closer than I expected. Now let's check it with the VGA resistors that I purchased for this reason. On the 4-wire I was gonna say I'm not touching it. Why is it clicking? Changing ranges by itself. Let's go ahead and clip this one here. Clip this one here. Now the 100,000 is really on. That is absolutely amazing. Do I have a hold on this? There is an auto hold though. I wonder what an auto hold is. There's the auto hold. I actually clicked in once it found its reading. Now I wonder how close it is. Yeah, the auto held close enough. Definitely close enough. Let's do that again. Why not? There it is. 1,000. This is not on hold anymore. No, it held really good. And 15.263. These have very small leads on them. Until I get my 1 ohm. 15.263, 15.273. Okay, so something like this I may have to, I think there's a way to zero it out, isn't there? Yeah, there's a null command. That's on. Go back to it. 15.263. That's nice. That worked really good. Now that I'm getting the hang of it. So I'm happy with my cheap set of $11 Kelvin clips, because yeah, that's the cost of these was $11. They're 50 ohm coaxial cable, shielded. Can't go wrong really for 11 bucks. I wanted to spend more money on these and not the so how do we get back to 2-wire here? Okay, now it says 4W. That's 2-wire. Okay. I want to spend more money on actual probes. We need to go back and actually zero out the probes again. Because I want to see how good this reads. 100,000, that's right. And I thought my 1000 was the most accurate out of these VJ resistors. I may be wrong. Still within spec, but oh yeah, the heater came on and temperature's changing again, and my box still ain't warmed up, and well, no, there we go. 1000, it just kind of fell a little bit. This should be my 10,000. That's perfect. You can't beat that. In fact, let me go back to my 1000 again. I want to read that closer to the top. These are used resistors, by the way. I couldn't afford to spend 25 bucks a piece. So I'm surprised they even came with full leads on them. But they really seem to be functional at that. Alright, 0.01%, 15.263. Yeah, it's really, really amazing. I am definitely a happy camper. We will call this meter functional. Fully functional with that. I'll do some more testing as far as, you know, the rear. Actually, I'll probably keep the Kelvins on the rear, keep these on the front, and I'll probe the AC once I put it upstairs. And of course, you know, once it's all warmed up, I'll run through these same tests again, because this is definitely not warmed up right now. John, if you're watching, beautiful job on the calibration. Absolutely great. And this is really a cheap voltage reference, honestly. This is running the I can't even see the chip. It's an 80 chip. It's a 584L, I believe. So a lot of the ones that you see like this on eBay are actually the 584K. They're actually more out tolerance per ppm and drifting. The L is more accurate, but it does require a half-hour warm-up. It's still not calibration level accurate, but considering this wasn't warmed up and that wasn't warmed up, and what I saw, awesome job. Really good. Still gotta decide whether I'm gonna take this apart or not. Haven't decided. For show-off reasons, we'll put that there. It just looks good. This whole setup looks like it should be sitting next to my 110-year-old Edison phonograph, not in the lab. It's like functional antique. So I know this video is definitely run long. We'll do more stuff with this once I actually have everything set up and in the lab with the new audio. And we'll go over all the new different cables I purchased and the different leads, shielded, not shielded, whether we're going to take this apart, not take it apart, put VJs in there, put 1% in there. By the age of it, I'm going to guess this might have 5% resistors in there. We're going to have to do a tear down on this. We're going to have to cut it. If it has any resistors in there, it may actually just be counting on the resistance of the switch, but then that depends on how clean these contacts are in here too. So if it has gold contacts, it might need cleaned up. If it has copper contacts or even brass, maybe corroded over the age, might need cleaned up too. I could probably make it a little better, who knows. But anyway, there it is, the new toy. We'll leave it here. We'll leave it running. We'll let it warm up. It's almost been on an hour at this point. It's been on a half hour. And I hope you enjoyed watching. And I'm going to go get some new audio equipment so I can make the YouTube channel better. So I sound better and I have a more consistent volume through everything that I do. That's the hopes. We're looking at a couple of small little mixers that I can shove in the drawer, like the Yamaha, what was it, the MX-06 I think it was. And we're looking at different mics. Definitely happy with the purchase. I'm definitely going to have to do a huge shout out to this company. Do a separate review video on them, actually, their customer service and everything with them. They've been great. Like I mentioned, it was Teletek. And they sell a lot of used equipment that some of it comes calibrated, some of it comes with a calibration when you buy it, and then a calibration a year later at the cost of your shipping only. Some of it may come as parts. If you want this meter and you don't care about resistance, you might be able to get it for a little cheaper, because they'll sell it as long as everything else functions. Or maybe a common thing, I don't know why, they have a few right now that doesn't do AC, but it does everything else. So if you just want it for DC and everything else, then pick it up a little cheaper. $200, $250, I don't know what it's going for. But, you know, you can get it a lot cheaper at that point. Me, I wanted one that did everything, and I knew it was all working, calibrated and tested and everything. And for the price to deal with a shop that actually tests everything before you buy and will give you a 30-day guarantee. Some items 30-day guarantee. If it's fully tested like this, you'll have a 30. I'm guessing maybe half-tested items are things that may not do AC but does DC, you know, stuff like that. I think it's a 7-day or possibly a no guarantee. Be sure to read the fine print in their eBay ad. I'll put a link in the description down below, and you can go ahead and click on it and check out their store and everything else they sell. They have a lot more than just this. They even have some crazy 7.5 digit older HP, but they're a 1U, they're a full size, they're big. They're big meters. This is already pushing it a little bit for me, and I'm not talking about this size, I'm talking about the depth. I'm losing desk room here in the depth, so I'm gonna really have to figure out how to put this on the desk so I don't have to move my shelf completely and lose too much room. I try to keep my mat clear for the working space and the equipment off my mat. So another thing I want to point out, not only was this cold, and none of it was warmed up, and put this in the lab where it belongs, in a static controlled environment and what have you, then we're probably going to get much better results. So we'll go through this whole entire thing again if you're interested in actually watching, or you can just sit there and say, you know what, that's good enough. You wasted enough of my time today. It's close enough. It was accurate. We'll believe you. But if you're curious, we'll come back with another video once this is all warmed up. I'll make sure this runs for 2 hours. I'll make sure that this power, cheap power reference is on for at least an hour. We'll make sure everything's warmed up and stabilized, and this is grounded out and everything. We'll go through the whole entire thing between the 4-wire and the 2-wire resistance testing with the Kelvin clips and the probe master probes, and we'll even throw the fluke probes in there, and I even own a set of X-Tech probes. Let's see how much of a difference probes make in general. You know, I know probes, when measuring AC and DC, usually don't have an issue. You won't see a difference between them. In measuring current, you will see a difference between them, and probably lower resistant numbers too. Like when I get the 1 ohm resistor, I won't do this until I get the 1 ohm resistor in actually. When I get that 1 ohm resistor in with the 0.1, so I got the 0.1% tolerance 1 ohm resistor and the 0.01% tolerance 15.263, and then the 0.005% tolerance 1,000, 10,000, and 100,000 ohm resistors. So that's going to be our 5 resistors for testing. Our bottom line, our ridiculously high 100,000, but I couldn't go any higher than that without and still stay within that type of tolerance. And I really wanted that type of tolerance. I wanted that accuracy there. So, but yeah, there it is. So if you like this video, you know, as usual, subscribe. Please just go ahead and give me a big thumbs up, and then I'll be back hopefully with better audio soon. Maybe later today. Who knows? Have a good day.